The letter from the dead, a message no one should have received. The envelope had no return address. The ink was fresh. The handwriting was unmistakable. But the sender, they had been dead for 10 years. A letter that shouldn't exist. Ethan Reynolds wasn't expecting mail that day. He certainly wasn't expecting a letter from his dead mother. Yet, as he pulled an old, weathered envelope from his mailbox, a chill crawled up his spine. The paper felt ancient, brittle, like it had been sitting untouched for decades. But the handwriting? It was fresh. It was hers. The postmark was smudged beyond recognition. No return address. Just one thing was clear. This letter should not exist. The message from beyond. For an agonizing moment, Ethan just stared at it. Should he open it? His fingers trembled as he slid the letter from its envelope. The paper smelled of something old and unfamiliar. The ink looked like it had dried just yesterday. The words inside sent a shiver down his spine. Ethan, if you're reading this, I need you to listen carefully. There is something I never told you, something dangerous. You must not trust. The sentence ended there. The ink trailed off in a long, jagged scratch as if the writer had been interrupted. Or worse, stopped. The investigation. Ethan's heart pounded as he rushed to his father. Had his mother written this before she died? Was it somehow delayed? His father's face went pale. He swore they had burned all her letters after the accident. No one else could have written this. Desperate for answers, Ethan took the letter to a forensic analyst. The results were terrifying. The ink? Fresh. The paper? Pristine. The handwriting? A perfect match to his mother's, 10 years after her death. The forgotten secret. Determined, Ethan searched through his mother's belongings. Hidden deep inside an old jewelry box, he found something even stranger. Another letter. One she had written but never sent. It read, "Ethan, I'm afraid. If anything happens to me, know that it wasn't an accident. He's been watching me. I don't know who to trust anymore." His breath caught in his throat. She had known she was in danger. Someone had been watching her. And now, 10 years later, she had somehow sent a message from beyond the grave. The second letter. A week later, just as Ethan thought he could put it behind him, it happened again. He came home late one night to find another envelope. This time, it wasn't in the mailbox. It was waiting on his doorstep. His hands shook as he tore it open. Inside was a single scrap of paper. 4 words, scrawled in the same familiar haunting handwriting. He knows you know. Would you open it? Ethan never figured out who or what sent the letters. There was no record of them passing through the postal system. No fingerprints on the envelopes. No logical explanation. But the strangest part? Ethan swears that sometimes, in the middle of the night, he hears someone whispering his name. And when he turns around, there's no one there. A message from beyond? A cruel trick? Or something far more sinister? What do you believe? Comment below with your theories.